Hey, what's going on, everyone? Scott and Gage here. We're still at Dalton's Farm, and I wanted to show you guys my Dalton Dock bar. My last video, I made the farmer's market, and I put a bar in there, but only because the bar in the game, they sell food and everything else. So my farmer's market I wanted separate from the actual bar, and Dalton's Farm is right up here on the water, as you can see here. So you got, I think it fits in real well to have some kind of a dock structure, or kind of a wharf type of thing. So I made a platform with the pillared shack floors, and then the bottom level I used some of the steel prefabs to create the actual dock part underneath the bar. I thought it was a pretty cool idea. It fit in really well with the Far Harbor theme, especially down here on the dock, kind of a seedy wharf, dock bar type of thing. I thought it was really pretty cool. And so you see here, you got the places to dock a boat on either side, and you got your normal dock junk, and things like that, the fisherman stuff and things like that, and I added the ice machine down here and things like that. And then you go up into the bar, and you got lots of tables sitting around some of the booths. I like mixing them up. I think it looks really good if you kind of mix them up, kind of like a real, make it look like a real bar. Then I was able to put a little counter in, and see, I rug glitched them in together a little bit, kind of give a counter type space right here. Then I went with a level 2 bar just because it takes up a little less room. It doesn't look too crowded up in here, and I gave them plenty of tables with the dispensers and things like that to help create the bar feel. I really like using the soda fountain. That animation on top is just really cool to me, and the soda fountain actually adds happiness to your settlement. So it's a pretty good thing to have, and it goes really well with the bar.
Deep fog. Things out there.
I mean, I'd like to set up a like some shelves or something, and have it lined with like liquor bottles and beer bottles and things like that. But I'm going to wait until mods come out, which I did a little bit of research on that, and they are still scheduled to come out in November, which I know is only a few days away. And Sony's having a PlayStation event, the release event, and so everybody's still kind of speculating when mods are going to come out. There's still not a set release date, but I know like November the 1st, Sony's set to release a whole, a lot of PS4, new games and things like that. So we possibly could expect mods sometime in the first half of November. And according to what I've been able to read so far, the mods you can't add anything that's not already in the game. And I've seen a lot of mods that have like the static shelves, or the filled shelves that you can place on different shelves, and it fills it up with drinks and different things like that in the game, and the settlers can't knock them over. Because I've set up bars in the past, and I've spent the time and arranging the bottles and everything like that, only to leave and come back and find them all over the floor because the settlers knocked them over. And, you know, it's irritating, to say the least. So I'm still kind of limiting my big builds until, or, you know, like my big settlement tours and things like that until mods come out. And, you know, I want to keep it to little thing, you know, little one structure things like this, which are probably going to change a little bit when mods come out. But that's, you know, I'll show those changes when I do the actual settlement tour of the settlements. But I thought this bar was a good idea. You know, it really fits in with the settlement, and I think it looks cool to be able to build out onto the water. I mean, and it really fits in, I think, here in Far Harbor. You know, and using the steel prefabs like this, I think makes it look like it gives it plenty of structure, you know, to be able to support the bar above it, you know. And then adding the junk on the bottom, you know, the lobster traps and the, you know, the fish racks and things like that, I think make it look pretty cool too. And then the, you know, the hanging lobster trap floats and things like that really help to create a pretty neat little atmosphere in here. So that's the Dalton Dock Bar. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button. I appreciate that very much. And don't forget to subscribe to us. We got more videos coming out. Be a lot more coming out when mods finally drop. And I'm going to continue to try to come up with little things like this, you know, at least until they do. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.